Hey YouTube, welcome at CollectingEmotion. I'm Joris and today I'm back with a new video. The Spring Classics really started this weekend with Omloop het Nieuwsblad and Kuurne Brussel Kuurne, but let's go back and make a summary of who were the best cyclocrossers of the season 2018-2019. I'm gonna make a top 10 of women and of men, and I'm gonna show you all the cards. I'm gonna start with the men, and yeah, without further ado, here is my number 10 of the season. As you can see, it's Tom Pidcock. I think yeah, he had a very nice and good season. He became the world champion U23 and European champion as well. So he made a very solid season. Looking forward to see what he will be doing at his next season when he will go as a full pro. On position 9 I have Laurens Zweek. A lot of people think that's a little low, but I feel that he didn't deliver what we expected from him. The last season he rode very good, but yeah, just wasn't convinced about his 2018-2019 season. At number 8 we have Kevin Pauwels. Yeah, he did retire this season, but I still think he deserves a place at this top 10, maybe even higher than top 8, because he was one of the few riders who was able to win 3 times this season. Then we go to number 7, and that's Corné van Kessel. He had a solid season. He didn't win a lot of races, but still very worthy in this top 10. At 6th place we have Gianni Vermeers. I put Gianni that high because he was for me a bit of a surprise. After his 2 less convincing seasons in 2017 and 2016, I think he deserves to be here. He was selected for the World Championship for the Belgian team, and he did do a lot of nice results in the whole of the season. So a well-deserved 6th place for Gianni Vermeers. The next one, and there's already our top 5 of the men elites. We have Lars van der Haar, of course top Dutch rider, and got a lot of 4th and 3rd places this season, and I think that 5th place for him is suitable. At number 4 we go with Michael van Toornuit. I think after the big 3 he was the best rider. He was the one who was able to finish on the podium quite sometimes. So I think that he deserves to be on the 4th place. Hopefully he can be a little bit better next season and be a real contender for the podium and of course for the wins. At number 3 I have Wout van Aert. He had a very hard season. He wasn't able to win that much. I think he only won 2 times. He was a world champion and Belgian champion to go into the season, but after this one he doesn't have any titles anymore. It's true he has to live up to Mathieu van der Poel, but still I expect that he will be able to put on the challenge for Mathieu. At number 2 we have the new Belgian champion who won the World Cup and also got some nice wins. He won Overijse, he won 2 World Cups in the United States, and of course he became the Belgian champion. And yeah, don't have to give any introduction who was the best man. That's of course Mathieu van der Poel. He won 32 of his 34 races, became world champion, European champion, and of course also champion of the Netherlands. So without any doubt he is by far the best rider of the season. One rider I want to mention, and that's for a lot of you maybe a bit surprising, but that will be Cody Kaiser. He will not be the best rider, but I want to give him the prize of the rider who is the most sympathetic. He is a very awesome and cool guy. You are really able to have a talk with him, so for that a nice mentioning of Cody Kaiser. So now we're gonna move on to the top 10 of the women's. That was maybe a little bit harder, and I think not everyone will agree, but okay, that's my opinion. I'm not saying that that's how it is, but that's only my opinion. So we're gonna start with the number 10 for me, Nikki Brandmeijer. She had a very nice season. She wasn't able to win that much, so of course she became the English champion, but yeah, I think she really deserves to be mentioned in this top 10. She got some nice places, some nice podium places. I like in races as Havre, and I think she also finished second in Namen. She had a really good season. At number 9 I have Eva Lechner. To be honest, I expected more from her. She started very well with one victory, and she became, of course, again the Italian champion. But I hoped she would be able to contend a little bit more for the podium. She had to give a lot of fights for top 8 places, so from that vision I give her the number 9 spot this season. At number 8 I have Alicia Maria Zuffi, because she had a very strong start of the season. She had some spectacular races. She won at Havre, but yeah, the second part of the season it was a little bit harder for her, so she would have been higher up, but yeah, the last part of the season made that she was in the 8th spot. On number 7 of the best women racers, I have Celine Carmen del Alvarado. She is the U23 European champion, and unfortunately she was only 3rd at the World Championships. I have to be honest, I think she is the true U23 champion, but okay, it was Inge van der Heijden who took that title, all credit to her. The number 6 spot is, I think, well deserved for Lucelles. She did a very, very amazing season. I think the best of her career, and yeah, without no doubt, I'm truly sure to say that she deserved that 6th spot. So yeah, very nice season. Well done, Lucelles. At number 5 is Annemarie Worst. She is the European champion. Like her teammate Alice, she had a very hard last part of the season, but still she was able to finish at some nice podiums. When we say top 5 for Annemarie Worst, that's also well deserved. And then of course we come to our top 4. Maybe not everybody will agree, but again, that's how it is. I've put on the number 4 spot, I've put Marianne Vos. She won the World Cup, and in all races that she participated, she was a contender for the win. So I think she deserves the spot. The one who beats her the most is my number 3 spot, and that's Lucinda Brandt. Yeah. She didn't do a whole season of cyclocross, but still at the races that she did, she was a big contender. I remember her win at Tabor, I remember her win at Overijs, and of course Namen. She was probably the strongest racer at the World Championships, so I do think that she deserves a spot on the podium and is one of the best cyclocross racers of the season. At number 2 I have put Sonnekant. Yeah, she did prolongate her world champion title, but I don't quite put her on the number 1 spot because she had a hard season. She didn't win that much. She struggled to be on the podium before New Year, and even after the World Championship it was very hard for her to be on those top spots. So for that reason I put her number 2 and not on number 1, because I have to say this season for me the best female cyclocrosser was Denise Betsema. A few things. First of all, she came from nothing. This is only her first real season at the cyclocross. She won at Kokzijde, and of course she dominated at the end of the season, winning almost all races after the World Championships. So I think that she deserves to be on the #1 spot. And again, I want to mention another rider, and that's Helen Wyman. She is a real legend of the cyclocross sport, and she retired this season. She isn't only a legend on the bike, but also off the bike. She's a very, very nice person, and I want to congratulate her with her fantastic career and wish her a very good retirement. So that was it for the 2018-2019 season. We had a lot of fantastic races. We had the outstanding Mathieu van der Poel and the tight races with the women racing. So I'm looking forward to the next season. So yeah, that were my 2 top 10s. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you want. And for the rest, I wish you a very nice day. Bye bye.